It's Sunday the 19th of February 2017. This is a chart update for St. Barbara Mines. I put a chart update on St. Barbara probably 3 weeks ago. I'd bought in after their quarterly report. So I bought in actually immediately following the quarterly report, so about 228 there. And I was looking for a repeat of this move here. And I mean, what I talked about was a break of this downtrend that's been in place for the last 6 months. And that sort of coincided with this level around 245, 250 as well. So this is sort of a textbook head and shoulders pattern. For those who are not aware, head and shoulders is statistically the most, so I guess is an inverse head and shoulders, but a head and shoulders top and a head and shoulders bottom are statistically the two most important patterns in the sort of classical charting techniques. And when I say important, it means they actually work. Whereas a lot of stuff, that people talk about, triangles and wedges, it doesn't work a lot of the time. So you can look up the statistics on that, but it is a very reliable chart pattern, and one of the few that is sort of that you should really look for. But especially when combined with sort of this, when you're breaking a long-term downtrend or a medium-term downtrend, I guess, you tend to see good moves. And coupled with that good quarterly report, I thought it was a very good opportunity to buy this stock. So I looked at it. We're looking for a target sort of in the interim around this 280, and we've got there in the last week or so. The volume's not been particularly high, which is quite positive. You can see here a couple of sort of fairly low volume days. That's what you want to see in a good uptrend. Those solid moves up. You can see here really good volume, consistent day after day in the uptrend, and then there's been a couple of days of reasonable volume. There's definitely been some sellers. I mean, I did take a few profits, about 280. But I think this has still got legs higher. Probably looking for a little bit more consolidation. Friday's day was probably a little bit more positive. Some decent volume coming in, and a lot of the other Australian gold stocks were up. The bigger sort of mid-tier companies, Northern Star and Evolution, sort of had their best day, I think, in a couple of weeks. And I think St. Barbara is probably reporting their financial results in the next week or two as well. But I think I've sort of had $3 in my mind as a sort of a bigger target for a while now. And you can sort of see that coincides with this big gap down here. And I sort of think that's where we're sort of looking, hopefully the next couple of weeks. After that, it's sort of up to the market, I guess. I think at that point they've kind of caught up to their peer group in terms of valuation, where they should be. So I don't have much of an opinion there. I guess you'd say I'm neutral after that $3. But still, I think it's a good company to own. They've proven that they're consistently, outperforming market expectations. Maybe something out of left field, like a potential takeover. I mean, I just put a video up for Dacian Gold. One of the poorer points, I guess, of St. Barbara is their lack of diversification. I mean, they've got Gwalia, which is a quality mine, and then they've also got Simberi in Papua New Guinea, and that's not as high a quality. So they could look for another asset, and I think something like Dacian Gold's Mount Morgan's project probably fits quite nicely in with St. Barbara's portfolio and what they could and their sort of financial capacity. And they've commented that they're actually looking for assets, so it would definitely be within their capacity to buy that. So something like that out of left field maybe could put another catalyst for this stock. But after $3, I'm kind of neutral on it. But I think it's still, from a charting perspective, this is still a good uptrend, and it's still a stock I want to own.